Hi everybody, it's Debbie Warner, illustrator for Gina K Designs. Thank you Tom and Gina for including me. I'm so happy to be here and to be part of the team and to be joining the other illustrators for our release party in February 2023. I have a new stamp set called Positive Greetings. I think it's always good, it makes me feel good when I can provide friends and family with positive messages. And I think with this stamp set, you'll be able to do that. There are many large words in this stamp set. And Gina had a brilliant idea, and she had dies created for each and every one of those large words. So let me read them to you. It's outstanding, wonderful, marvelous, beautiful, fabulous, awesome, exquisite, gorgeous, amazing. And then there's some smaller words in there so you can put together things like have a fabulous birthday, or you are amazing, my friend. I do have some samples, of course, that I will share with you, and you'll be able to see some of the ways I mix the words together, but there are so many different options. There are also 2 flower images in here. I thought those would be kind of fun to use on some cards. So as always, I have created some samples, and I will go to my overhead still shots so that you can see them better. On my first sample, I used dark sage ink and I stamped the image on the sandy beach cardstock. I then colored in the image with my Gamsol and colored pencils, and the big greeting amazing is also stamped in dark sage on craft cardstock. Finished it off on a craft card base with some craft twine that I had in my stash. On this example, my color palette is Turquoise Sea and Moonlit Fog. I did color the flowers in using some alcohol markers. The fun part was I made a peekaboo window using some acetate so you could see the larger greeting on the inside. On this card, I used plum punch and ivory cardstock. I stamped the flowers in Christmas pine and then colored them in with alcohol markers. I used bitty backgrounds with some sandy beach and softened the ivory with sandy beach ink blending as well. I used Master Layouts 4, Master Layouts 10, our sentiment strips, and I also finished it off with some of our frozen rhinestones. On this card, I created a panel using our brick wall stencil and in the navy ink. I then stamped the flowers onto a piece of vellum with white embossing powder. I flipped it over and I went ahead and colored those in with alcohol markers. I finished it off with our clear quartz embellishments and the 2 greetings. On this card, I decided to do the messy watercolor technique. I did use watercolor paper, I believe it's Canson, and I did stamp the flowers with gold embossing powder. I then went ahead and put all kinds of splatter on it to match the paint that I used, and I finished off the edges with gold embossing powder and the greetings again with gold embossing powder. On this example, I used the Harvest Flourish stencil with some glitz glitter gel. I then cut that out with the scalloped rectangle from Master Layouts 4. That circle is out of vellum, and again, I used our sentiment strips. I used cherry red for the flowers and the ink. And I really think that this style could be used for a wedding card. I just love the sparkle shine of it. I always enjoy making a couple tags, and these came together quite quickly. I used our stencils and did some ink blending through them. The word awesome is actually stamped directly onto the tag, but the word outstanding I did cut out with the coordinating die. These were really fun to do. So there you have my samples. I hope that you enjoyed them. I had fun making them as always. I love making cards and I love sharing them with you. I hope that you find them inspiring and that my cards give you some ideas. My tags too. I do also like to share what my favorite card was. And this release, it was this one because it's just a little different for me. I do have a little peekaboo window here, and I think it shows that big word marvelous really well. You can kind of do some fun things with this design. And I actually pulled out my Moonlit Fog, which I hadn't used in a while. And I really love that color. It's a soft green gray, I guess I'd call it. Anyway, if you don't have it, you need to get it because it's really a great color. So I want to thank everybody. Please share your work. We do love to see what you do with our stamp sets. We have some great guest designers that have some awesome inspiration for you as well. So please, if you're not part of our Facebook group, please join it because we'd love for you to be part of that community. And be safe. We are in the middle of the winter in Wisconsin, and we have some big storms coming up, probably already by the time this airs. So anyway, no matter where you are, please be safe. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.